The politics of ooh, la la la. The politics of dancing. The politics of ooh, la la la. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the theatrical mystery tour. Welcome to the Masterpiece Theater, known as the Gorgeous George Show. And if you like it, I don't care. You're going to have to learn, baby, to love it, because it's the best thing that's going today on public pubic asses and on the boob, your boobies on YouTube. Woo! And we got birthday boy, Kay Lazar. How bizarre. He is 80 years old, and he's got his brand new walker out. He's walking with his cane. Kay Lazar,
yes,
80 years old.
Yes,
happy freaking birthday!
Thank you. And you want to know something? You could just count the rings around my eyes, just like a tree.
Yeah.
You find out my real age. 80 years old. How about that?
Yeah.
I think next year I'm going to tell people I'm 100, and they'll say, "Boy, you look pretty good."
And they want to know. And listen, they want to know do you have false teeth or are they your real teeth?
My teeth are real, but my gums are fake.
Okay. Because one thing you don't want to be laughed at by your teeth.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, take them out.
Exactly. Because you're going to end up changing your own teeth could be laughing at you. You don't want that.
Oh man.
Politics of dancing. The politics of ooh, la la la.
That's our new theme song. Oh, my name is Kay Lazar.
How bizarre.
Yes. I'm sorry. You already.
You go ahead.
And it's a big day for me. It's my birthday and everything. Okay. And thanks for inviting me here on your
Kevin,
wonderful show.
This is what we were going to get you a bun cake.
Yeah.
And now it's not going to be just any special, but just a bun cake filled with some chocolate. Right. Not just any kind of chocolate, but chocolate of the supreme. Put it up there, and we were going to put it out there. Happy birthday, Kay Lazar. How bizarre. 80 and counting.
Was there any room left for the cake?
Yeah.
Was he got the frosting on?
And the cake, it was like a bun cake, but we put a little rim on top and whatnot. And we put those fake candles.
Yeah.
With those candles you try to blow and they pop back up again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to blow a lot.
The source of more birthday heart attacks than any product ever created. If you want to kill off your grandfather,
that's right.
Get those candles. If you want his inheritance.
All right. So welcome. 28 years of my presence blessing your television. And did I ever think I would come back to pubic asses? No. But here I am. I didn't think I'd come back, but here I am. We were here earlier in the year, and we're here now. And what we're doing is we're giving you an education for the words that are coming out of my mouth, like words of velvet that you're seeing. And the red carpet comes out, and we say to you, get an education and listen.
Yeah.
And you might be able to pass the grade.
Actually,
if not, we'll put a dunce cap on you and send you back in the corner.
We don't usually come on this late, and we usually come on earlier in the day.
No,
and
we used to come on later than this, actually.
But now we're on against Jeopardy, so we kind of obligated to do a smarter show than
I don't know
than what our
is it Jeopardy or
both of our fans
is it
can turn to.
Is it Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune? Which one's on there now?
I think Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. That's that show you have to sit through before you get to Jeopardy. Yeah.
Okay. So can I buy a Val there, Pat? Pat St. Jack, can I buy a Val?
Val.
You look like Pat St. Jack right now.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and spin the wheel.
You want to know something about spinning the wheel? When I see them like with like $20,000 and they say, I'm going to go one more time, and then they're bankrupt, serves them right. The greed. And I think everyone in the audience just rubs their hands. Yeah. Hey, I wouldn't do that.
I'll say, Pat, can we, if I spin the wheel, can I see what's up Vanna's dress? And I want to see what's up Vanna's dress?
Yes.
Have her sit on my lap and sing me a lullaby?
Vanna, if you want, you know what's up. You know what's. You know.
Yeah, I know. You see, you put her on a pedestal real high, so you can see what's under below.
And you know what you see? Her Social Security check. Isn't she like 80 years old? Same age as me.
Yeah, that's right. And I
You
tell
notice
you what,
Vanna is always shown in long shot. You never see a close-up of her.
Wow,
There are
wow.
3 women on television you never see a close-up of, and that's Deborah Norville, Mary Hart, and Vanna.
Why is that? Because of cosmetic
they're
surgery?
pretty women, and they look great. But I guess they also. I mean, it goes for men too. You don't see Jimmy Kimmel or even the day Johnny Carson in close-up or Letterman. They wanted to be shown in long. There are no close-ups on
Are we
the show.
close-ups?
Speaking of that, why aren't there close-ups
Well,
on
no,
the show?
see, because the way I see it is, I don't want it too close.
Yeah.
But if you want to see the nose hair in my nose
Yeah.
and see the penetration of the different strands of my nose hair, by all means, women, I want you
Yeah.
to see it because I want you to get excited by the strands of our nose hair. Kevin,
No.
do you have any nose hair that's
No.
popping out? Do you ever have the little problem with nose hair sticking
No,
out?
I tell you why I don't have nose hair.
Why is that?
Because I'm in the theater. And I'm an actor.
Okay, well,
And,
I mean,
and
what-
wait a minute, but there's a reason why. Every time I have to cry on stage, I have to get worked up. So I pluck a nose hair. And tears come down my
Yeah.
And I once was in a play that was so depressing. By the end of the run, I had a bald nose.
Well, I guess the nose knows, doesn't it know? The nose knows.
The tears just come down.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in Camille, La Traviata, it was just so sad. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I like your beard. Keep it up.
Well-
I'm going to be in a play where a biblical play where probably by the time we finish the last show of this run, I will have a full beard.
You got a full
playing,
beard?
because I play. It's in the Book of Esther. I don't know who I play. Maybe King Haman or something.
Okay. Good.
It's a play about the Book of Esther. So
The
it's a
Book of
musical.
Esther. Is that Esther on Sanford and Son?
No.
Esther
It's
on Sanford and
about.
Son?
It's
Okay,
about.
that was it.
It's about the woman who was Jewish and she became queen of Persia and then killed all the people that were trying. Killed all the people that were trying to kill the Jews. And one of the few times our tribe actually comes out on top.
Okay.
That and the 6-Day War. They're about the only times.
So we go back now. Listen, I think that because we don't really have a course or discussion, or we didn't really have a topic. Because I don't need a topic. I told him on the phone today. I said we could just sit here and look at the camera, and that'd be a show. We don't have to say a word.
Not every show.
And we could just sit here and look at the camera, and that'd be a show within itself because women would be pleasuring themselves just by watching us.
Yeah.
By pleasuring themselves, by watching us do our theatrical performance and our masterpiece theater of a show.
Master something, I tell you.
And they'll say, "Yes, master." Oh, yeah, here we go. Keep your eye on the bobbit. Keep your eye on the magical bobbit as I put you in a trance. Yes, master. Who is your master? You are my Lord. Keep thinking that. And tell me how bad you want me. I want you real bad, master. That's right. Now get down on your hands and knees and worship me.
So you didn't prepare for this show, huh? Funny, it doesn't seem like you didn't either. Oh, that's the figure we were waiting for.
That's the figure to take a higher road.
1, 2, 3.
And this is also the figure that you got to get your prostate exam.
Oh, God.
Yeah, wrap your ass.
Let me
Yes,
tell you, that reminds me, I'm going to be running in the 10K this weekend.
Oh, you are?
Yes, and and I always joke it's my longest hour of the year. Compared to going to my doctor's and getting a physical, which is the longest 15 seconds of my year.
So you're going to do the 10K. Are you going to run it, or are you going to jog it, or are you going to walk it?
Well, it's 6 miles, and I'm not that strong that I can run it like an Olympian. But
Okay.
I try to run as much as I can, and I certainly run the last bit. Once I see the finish line, I just put on the steam.
I was telling Brent and Joe earlier before you got here, before the show started.
Yeah.
Telling Brent and Joe
Those guys.
that I used to be a sprinter.
Yeah.
And when I was in high school, I used to sprint. Now, we all know, of course, people that know me, know what's going on. I have arthritis and mobility in my legs with arthritis, and it hurts like hell. So when so I'm trying to get myself, I want to get back into running. So if I don't take this, the medicine that I'm taking makes me have a better agility. Still, running is still of an issue where it would hurt in my legs. But these pills that I take, I'd be like crawling if I didn't take these pills. These pills make me be able to go ahead and be able to run, or not run, but walk, normal. And believe it or not, I was doing some kicks. And I was doing those high kicks,
today?
And I was able to do, not today, because today has been a day from hell
Recently.
for me. But yes, I've been doing some kicks. I've been doing some kicks, and I was able to do that with no pain at all. So just FYI, I was doing those kicks. And
There you go.
So it's a gradual
Kick your way across the finish line.
It's a gradual process. So anyway.
But that these are Carter little liver pills.
Main camera here?
Yeah, there's only
That's
one
a bit-
Carter. There's only one camera.
Well, I know, we got two, but that's not two.
Now, are these Carter little liver pills or Doan's pills you take?
These are pills that make me feel good.
Are they? Do you take Absorbine Senior for your age?
I take Azorbic Junior.
Do you take Primatine Mist?
No, I don't take Primatine Mist, no.
Do people really use all that stuff?
Yeah. When I was
a kid, I used
sent
Tops.
you some Geritol. Did you get it?
Geritol, all right.
Geritol.
Geritol.
I did. And that bun cake. I mean, you got the Geritol and the bun cake,
In
right?
fact, I mixed them together.
Okay.
I-
You put the pills in the cake?
No, I mean, you know what people do with cake? They usually pour a whole bottle of whiskey out.
Right.
I did with Geritol. I'm at that age.
Well, this is a pill form. You put it inside the cake.
A pill?
Yeah.
That's how you feed a dog with distemper or something.
That's right. You never get fed that way? Well, I mean, you should.
I don't have distemper. I don't even know what that
Well,
is.
you do have you do have a stemper.
I have a temper.
You have a stemper.
Actually, I don't have a temper. I'm actually pretty.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm rather.
You'd be
cool-
fed
cool
that
company.
way. You'd be fed that way. It should not. We should not worry about it. You know.
Yes.
So anyway, but I mean, people put in your applesauce. So get your applesauce.
Oh, applesauce is quite good,
put
yeah.
those pills in your applesauce. Put them anywhere.
Does anyone not like applesauce?
Well, I mean, I kind
I
of
love it.
I kind of like apple snatch.
You mean apple snatch?
Well, when I used to you used to be the old man.
Wait, apple
Snatch.
Apple Jacks. I remember that.
Well, no, it used to be called
Apple, no, what's apple
cereal called
snatch?
Apple Snatch.
I know the joke. But what was it? A drink? Was it a liquor drink or something?
No, okay. When you want to get it good and get it going on, I get it in some box of Apple Snatch.
Oh yeah. Forgot your alter ego.
I get an apple snatch, and I makes it me feel really good there, and I just devour it. It's
used to
really
wear
good
that-
to put some milk. I'm doing Henry
The
without the
wonderful
mask.
mask. Yeah.
I'm doing Henry without the mask.
I always wondered why George and Henry were never shown together.
Well,
Now I know.
I wonder why too.
It's like Batman without that hood he wears.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yeah.
So we see Hollywood right now. We see a lot of people in Hollywood have people that are exceeding the age of 90, people in their 90s, and they're still kicking.
Yeah.
William Shatner,
Friend of mine.
Rescue 911. Spock, how many times do I have to tell you? There are Klingons on the surface. Captain, Stardate research says that they're not. Spock, I tell you, don't talk back to me. Just say yes. We need these Klingons. We need to see new land and territory on the fertile land. Have we landed on the fertile land? Captain, I am scoping out on my microscope to see where we are landed. Captain, I'm getting it all she's got. She's going about ready to blow. Scotty, that's what we want. Scotty, that's what we want. We want her to blow.
That was great. We're like that Sullivan show. We have a little for everybody. And that was for the nerds watching.
Yeah. So
The guys who can't get the guys that watch from ICan'tGetAGirlfriend.com. I hope you enjoyed that Star Trek episode.
I mean, I'm saying, but did she blow, Kevin?
Did she?
Did she?
I didn't see too many girls on that show.
Okay. Well, I
I'm a big
mean, you
Star
had
Trek fan.
I don't know. Of course, you had Sulu.
Joan
oh
Collins
my.
was on it.
Sulu. Oh my.
Well, there you go.
But tell me, so how was Captain Kirk?
Very nice. Everyone's nice to me.
He had a full toupee on.
It's pretty good looking toupee.
Was it like real hair, or was it glued on?
It's a lot of times with these toupees, they go through a few of them, and you can actually see on certain shows and game shows and talk shows where he didn't really look. It looked like it was just, like a bird flew on his head or something. But he got to the point where he's good. The best toupees I've seen are Bill Shatner, Tony Bennett, and Charlton Heston have pretty good ones. And then I've heard Ben Affleck and Nicolas Cage have pretty good ones. So.
Charlton Heston had one, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In fact, they gave a list of all these old-time actors that wore. I heard Stallone. I heard
McConaughey. Stallone? You mean Sly?
I heard that Dean Martin wore a toupee, which now it kind of looks like a
toupee.
Well, I mean,
but are they wearing toupees, or are they putting hair from a certain place and using crazy glue on top of it?
You mean like a hair transplant?
I don't know. Or using some crazy glue, maybe.
I think it was Frank Sinatra and Elton John went through at least 3 or 4 hair transplants before they decided just to give it all up, because if your hair doesn't take it the first time, it's not going to take it probably in the future. And now they have.
You said Elton John, right?
Elton John.
I'm gonna play the piano, didn't it? Don't let your sun go down on me. Okay.
Yes. Elton, great.
All right,
just quit touring.
Okay, so now listen. Don't let the sun go down on me, please don't. So Shatner is 92. Mm-hmm. Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie, 94.
Yeah.
And she still looks kind of like what she was. I can imagine all this. Bob Barker, don't get your cat spayed in it. It's 99, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. 99, Bob Barker.
Willie
Nelson is
almost 90.
Is he almost 90?
90, yeah.
Willie Nelson.
He'll be 90 this year.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
I always hear that Willie's not doing too well, but then I see him. He doesn't.
Well, he looks
the same.
You know what?
He looked like he was 90 when he was 30.
You know what keeps him going, don't you?
What?
Marijuana, though.
Well, he's proof that marijuana ain't going to shorten your life.
Marijuana keeps him going. Keep
also,
on taking.
But you know who's really old, is still around, and you might see her here and there, is June Lockhart from the Lassie Show. Okay. And all those other shows, Petticoat Junction and Lost in Space. She's still around. Yeah.
What about the woman that played on the Waltons? I think she was on there too. That old lady that played on the Waltons. The mother.
Not the real old lady, but she bought the farm.
Well, yeah,
Ellen Corby, but what's
the lady's name?
Her name was Michael Lerner. That's right.
So there you go.
And but I never saw her on anything other than the Waltons. I had dinner earlier last year. I had dinner with John Boy.
I just belched, by the way.
I had John Boy. We'll call the police. I had dinner with John Boy last year.
Okay.
I just happened to run into him, and he was playing Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. And a friend of mine was Mary Badham was in the show, and so we went to see her. And I didn't get a chance to see Mary, but I got to see. I got to meet the
woman on the Waltons is how in her 90s, or she's in her 90s too.
On the Waltons, I don't really know the
Waltons in her 90s. Okay.
I think all the old people from the Waltons are pretty much dead, except for the mother. I think the mother's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Robert Blake died, and he was, I think, close. He was 89. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you about Robert Blake. Robert Blake is the last surviving person you could see on a regular basis on Turner Classic Movies. He was in the Treasure Sierra Madre and Humoresque and a couple of Laurel and Hardy movies and stuff, and Our Gang comedies. And now that he's dead, now Turner Classic Movies really is the Everybody is Dead channel.
Okay.
And so it's a great
So you need a flashlight and some shovels to dig them up.
Yeah.
And to dig them up, basically.
The only person not dead on that channel is Ben Mankiewicz.
Who's this now? Ben who?
The guy who introduces the movies, yeah.
So like I said, Bob Barker, the original Bob Barker.
Yeah.
I met Bob Barker when
I
met Bob Barker.
I
wasn't called on down, but you could see me at the aisle and CBS Studios back in 06. When I went to LA in 06, you could see me on the aisle seat.
Yeah.
And I say, "Come on down now."
Yeah.
Stiff Richard, come on down. Okay.
Richard Head.
Richard Head? Richard Stiffington. Come on.
Dick Stiffington.
Dick Stiffington. So there you go.
Oh, man. I hear all those things. Jack me offer.
Jack me off. Come on down.
Dick is in well. I know all those names. In fact, you actually did a poetry quarter once on this show
Yeah,
with the poems of Claude Balls, Spot on the Wall by Who Flung Dog. You actually recited those poems.
I'm trying to remember.
We should try to rewrite. Yeah, well, I think you just.
Well, no, it's because we don't remember. Here I sit, very unregular, and I sit in my solitude, scratching my balls.
Oh,
I think about you every day and night, and I want to know where is the Dacinex. I wonder and sit and ponder where you could be. Where are you? Where are you, my lady? Where are you, my love? You shot, you done another, and you were gone. Lord, in despair. I would say he hustled. God, agony on me. Deep down depression, excessive misery. If I didn't have any bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom and doom and agony on me. Remember that, don't you? Hee-haw.
I come from a small town, and my town is so small that Hee-haw was shown on the educational channel.
Yeah. Now, what I want to know is, that lady would always have that price tag on her hat.
Minnie Pearl.
And he always wanted to know how much that hat was, but you could never see the price, though. The price tag was there, but you could never. I always wanted to say, tell us how much your hats are, or how much is your hat?
I thought she was funny.
The price tag.
Minnie Pearl. For one thing, I didn't really care for country music in those days.
I don't care for it. I mean, I don't care for it.
But when she would come on these country music shows, I said, "Oh, finally a break from the music."
Yeah.
I can hear some comedy. Which comedy, it doesn't matter where it's from. If you laugh, it's. That's why this show is such a resounding success.
Like I said, when deep in thought, I think about her every single night.
Yeah.
My balls itch and I cry a tear. And I wonder where she was. Why she didn't come hither when I came for her. And we came together and we said, ooh. And she said, ooh. And I said, oh, yeah, you know what Daddy likes. Woo!
Hither, tither, and then.
Harmoniously as one, shedding a tear together. As one.
Yes.
Shedding a tear.
Now, so Hee-haw.
This is actually for the children, too.
So Hee-haw was the extent of the quality programming you watched as a kid.
Well, no, I mean, we watched a little bit of that. Watch Star Trek. I mean, watch Star Trek, and of course, the shows.
You like 60 Minutes? Did you watch that?
The clicking time. I mean, I used to get pissed off when the football game got cut off, and again, 60 Minutes comes on. Tick, 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 tick. I get it.
Oh, wait a minute! No, they never.
They would cut the damn game off.
Cut the game off. They would run the game all the way, and then 60 Minutes was delayed like an hour and a half.
Well,
still
I don't.
But you know what? There's something that actually helps 60 Minutes, because 60 Minutes, no one would really tune into it unless they were watching the game. So they're too lazy to change the channel, and that's actually why 60 Minutes became the most popular show.
Yeah.
Because it's the show you watched when the football game was over.
Yeah.
But you had to wait a whole other hour for Andy Rooney, which is, I guess. Was really
it was just I didn't care for it. I didn't care for anything. I didn't care for 60 seconds or 60 seconds of 60 minutes.
I'll tell you about 60 Minutes. The name of the show should be called 45 Minutes and a Lot of Commercials.
Yeah. Could be. So we're just let's recite this again. I know we've recited this before, but a little bit of a filler, if you will. So we know the story. We know about Mr. Bobbitt and Lorena and all that, Lorraine Bobbitt and all that.
That was
we have to talk about it again because we want to educate the people that might be listening to this channel. Yeah. So this old lady found Johnny Bobbitt's member in the Winn-Dixie, and it was in the park. No, it was in the Winn-Dixie parking lot. So she's like. She said, "Oh my, we did just fine. I found something. Oh God, look at this!" And so she got so damn excited she didn't know what to do. I found this. Oh, but I gotta turn it in because someone might be missing this.
Yeah.
So she goes.
Obviously.
She goes into the store. She said, "Look, I didn't really want to turn this in, but I feel like I'm obligated to turn this thing in because someone might need it. They might be missing it. Oh, ma'am, hold tight." So they got one of those Sherlock lock bags, Said, "Put it in here." Yeah, I'm tempted and all that, but you want to call the police and I can look at it before I turn it. No, ma'am, you put it in this Sherlock bag, in this bag here. And the police came and she said, "Oh, I found this in the parking lot and somebody might need it." And sure enough,
Oh,
Johnny
they
Bobbitt and his
listen.
member were reunited.
It was a very painstaking operation because they had to find it very fast. They found it within an hour of it.
They were,
and they knew what they were looking for, and they had to look for it. It wasn't like someone. I think. I mean, maybe
They were
I don't know how
reunited.
they found it, but it was.
for the, you know.
And she pretty much got off.
No, that woman should have been put under the jail.
Well, she went to jail. She was
Should
in
have been put in a
a.
rubber room, psych room.
Well, she was in that.
And under the jail because someone like that should not be breathing.
But
Because somebody's
she had a good
memory.
lawyer. She had a good lawyer, and her lawyer tried to, this is before the Me Too movement.
Okay.
Prove that. I mean, you can't really prove this, but evidently made a convincing argument to the judge that he was a pretty rotten husband to her, and that she wouldn't have done this. She didn't do the dismemberment out of the blue. She did it because she felt she was,
I'm just saying.
terrible. Now, there are better ways to settle an argument than that.
Well,
she could have just left him or something.
yeah, I mean,
Taking his money.
to have that thought in your mind is a crime. To have that thought in your mind to dismember and to dislodge, that's a heinous crime.
Well, in other countries, I mean, the way people in war and the way they treat civilians, conquering armies, they're pretty rough. And and the ideas are in their head. It's not enough to kill the enemy, but to actually, just really just pulverize them.
And then after that, though, he would do these porn flicks and what he would do the porn flicks.
Oh, John Bobbitt.
Yeah. And she said, "What do you got?" I said, "Well, it's great." And she said, "Damn, he's porn." I mean, of course, but that's these porn flicks when him and Ron Jeremy would get together and they would get these women together, all together in these porn flicks, And she said, "Well, he's kicking." I said, "Well, yeah, it is crooked. It's got a special place right there. It'd be crooked."
Peyronie's disease.
Peyronie's, yeah. Peyronie's.
That's what it was rumored that Bill Clinton had, and they thought that if Paula Jones or any of these women that were on trial for Clinton, if they described his member, they could actually say, well, I think he suffers from Peyronie's disease. There's also talk, it's in the news right now about Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels. And one of the things is that she could describe what President Trump looks like, without his clothes on. So, and that helps. When Michael Jackson was arrested for bad behavior with kids, the police took naked pictures of Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson supposedly had a sad disease. He had vitiligo, which is why he wore all that makeup to cover it up, and perhaps his penis probably had vitiligo too. Well. And the kids, and kids don't lie. If they've seen something they've never seen before like that, they would comment on it. Yeah, and that would be.
Well, ladies,
Michael Jackson was able to pay a lot of money.
Listen here, ladies.
Millions.
If you've seen my penis and you try to describe it, baby, it's going to be too big to even talk about. So, ladies, please don't share the recipe. You know it, keep it in a bed. If you've ever experienced my penis, then be thankful that you did. But don't be sharing the recipe for others because it's a long line. You might not be first, but you'll be next.
Well, actually,
keep that in mind.
I have to tell you something you told me. You once said this on the show once. You said that you didn't like it when you're in a hotel and the housekeeper knocks on the door, opens the door, and you're naked.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes.
And you said that once that happened.
Yeah, I did.
And you screamed.
No, I didn't scream.
I said she should have screamed.
I didn't. No. Actually, listen. Now you're making me go back to a thing that was kind of crazy. But
yeah.
I was looking at some pictures. Okay, and I'm not going to say what I was looking at, but I was looking at some pictures, and then door opens. Like, what the fuck? What? Hey, whoa, hello. And she's like walking in. She's, oh, I'm sorry. I said, can you freaking at least knock on the door before you walk in? And she said, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, yeah, next time knock. Because I could be in here doing whatever I want to be doing, and I don't need you to be looking at what I'm doing. I could be threading a needle or something in my sew kit. I could be sewing up a sweater. I don't need you to be looking at what I'm doing.
It's cold in here. I'm sewing a sweater. So
I can sew a sweater.
I'm sewing a sweater.
Needing a sock, or I could be,
The sewing needles. And
I could be using Jergensen's. I don't need you to see that.
Crochet needles.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the gym I go to, they have banned nudity in the sauna, in the steam room, and I don't know.
They did.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
Okay.
Because I'm sure a lot of the old guys are very upset because they let it all hang out there. They don't scream when the housekeeper knocks on the door and says, "Hey, you're right."
Listen. But I mean, the people can walk in there and point and laugh. I mean, like,
two things you should never do in bed.
This old man is sitting in there and man, his sauna feels really good. It's resting my skeleton, and the heat is absorbing to my brain and my head and my skeleton. Oh, this feels really good. And this little kid walks in there, look at that. And like, what are you doing? Look at that. Yeah.
A little kid.
And so then the father says, come on, come over here.
If
Look at my penis. Look at my damn penis. So what you do that for?
The little kid did that to me. You know what I would do? I would say, you brat haven't lived. You'd be surprised with only one eye what this thing has seen.
And that one eye,
more than you'll
can
ever
see a lot, and it also sheds tears too.
Yeah.
It sheds tears when it cannot come out to play. Daddy, can we play? No, get back in there. That's the businesswoman. We can't do that. But Daddy, I really want to come out. I love her bosoms and her leggings. Oh God. I said, no, you can't. We can't do that because you'll probably get me for harassment. You get back in there. I'll tell you when.
Yeah, guys like you are having it rough these last few years, haven't they? He used to be the poster child of the HR department.
The favorite game, a great dating game, is Twister.
Oh yeah.
Now I don't have to tell you why.
No,
It's not made for 3 people. It's made for 2 people. Now, if you have a man and a woman, or 2 men and a woman, you're not going to play Twister. But if you have a man and a woman, okay, Twister is the game to play.
Well, I haven't played Twister as an adult. I only played it as a little kid, and when you play it as a little kid, we're all little, and you can get 5 or 6 on on a sheet. But I think as you get older, or get bigger, I should say, become an adult, you would. You're right. The fewer the people, the better. But,
exactly.
But
so
you better, pick your friend.
But now,
pick your friend
not to say that, they say 2 is company and 3 is a crowd. No, 3, it can be company, but it has to be 2 women and me. We go into this little place, It's a menage a trois. Oh yes, of course it was Vegas. In the room, menage a trois, and we're in the room and whatnot. She said, "You really want me and her to get together?" I said, "I would love it. It would make my day." Okay. She said, "Okay." So we get on there, and she said, of course they're at it doing whatever. And I'm sitting back there, and I'm clapping. Good show. Good
you were
show.
Sitting on the edge of a bed.
Yeah, and then she said, now it's time for me to come in. How do I slide in? And she said, well, you can slide right here. I said, okay. And she goes, ooh, and I go, oh. And she goes, ooh. And I said, oh. And then it was a climatic. It was up to climax, and it was a scene like no other.
Yeah, it was best minute and a half you ever spent. I think.
Yeah, it was tasty cake all over.
Yeah,
and I just said, who's tasty and who's cake? Who's icing is this?
Now, how much did you tip them?
How much did they tip me? How much did they tip me? That's the question.
To leave?
No. To stay and leave my sprinkles on their pergola.
Don't get too far out.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
We just got a view from the NBC.
Okay, the NBC. Okay.
The same guy who canceled the Smothers Brothers.
Well, that's right.
Almost canceled the show.
Well, yes.
Let's talk about Sesame Street now.
Okay. Well,
In fact, you're dressed like a pimp on Sesame Street.
Well, look, listen. I do have a big bird. I do have a big bird, and Grouch. I don't know where Grouch is in the damn dumpster. I don't know what he's doing.
You know that Grouch is something else. That he's like a character from a Samuel Beckett play, like Endgame. I kind of, the only thing the only thing I ever learned from Sesame Street, got a little too old for it when it came on. Gives you some idea how old I am. I was how to be a Grouch. That's all I learned. I already knew my ABCs. I already knew how to count to 50.
You knew your colors.
I knew I could count to 20 on my fingers and toes.
You knew your colors and all that.
Yeah, knew my colors.
You knew how to play marbles.
Marbles. They teach you that.
Count your marbles.
They teach you that.
Yeah. You count your coins and then you count your marbles.
My sister
like this.
told me that she didn't like Sesame Street when she was watching it. I said, she was a little girl. I said, what do you don't like about it? She goes, too many commercials. She thought those were real commercials. Okay. And now it's brought to you by the letter Q and letters and the number 6.
Yes. The number 69. Number 69.
Here we go again.
Yeah. So, I don't, a recipe is made, but don't share your recipe.
What?
There's a recipe there in an equation for when you're your better half and you and your better half to experience, but you don't want to share your recipe unless...
Cooking?
The recipe of mulala. The recipe of mulala, the different baking and rising the dough. You don't want to.
Are you talking about pizza?
I'm talking about.
You're making me hungry.
I'm talking about rise. We can't. We got to the souffle, if you will, whatever. But you don't share it. You share it only on a ménage à trois. You can share.
You got to learn how to.
But it's got
what it is to know how you do it.
It's got to be 2 women.
Yeah.
And 1 man.
Yeah.
If it's the other way, I'm taking my balls somewhere else and going out the door.
You take your balls and go home?
Yeah, I take my balls.
like the kid with the kickball at school.
Yeah.
I'm taking my ball.
I'll take my ball and go home and go in the corner and play some marbles, whatever. Marbles or jacks.
The Frisbee contest was over when the Frisbee landed on the roof.
Okay.
We had to call someone's father with a ladder to get it down. Because you could probably do it one time, but then pretty much once it's up there, he goes, I'm going to ask my dad later to get it down.
I mean, that's a big distance, isn't it?
What?
To go up there.
Well, trouble with Frisbees are they don't,
you got to be able to climb
you don't really know. They're not very, some people are very good at Frisbee, but in college, we had these championship Frisbee guys, but I mean, every time I threw one, I didn't know where it was going to land.
Well, did you get stuck in a tree or was it stuck on the roof?
On a roof. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say.
If it lands in a tree, it would usually.
Well, yes, you had to go out and climb a tree.
Yeah. Now, were you good at climbing trees when you were a kid?
I did one time, and I had a fear of heights, so I felt like I needed to get the F off that damn tree. I was ready to climb, and I said, good God. And I'm looking down, and I said, no, I got to go back down.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a cat. We're trying to say this.
Trying to get the cat.
Trying to get the cat. And of course, the cat moved down. He crawled down. I said, "What the hell am I doing up here? The damn cat's coming down by itself."
The cat goes up a tree.
Yeah.
If the cat got up the tree, they can get down from the tree. Because cats are usually pretty good at that. We had a cat who would wind up on the roof. We had a cat that wound up on the roof of the top of the car.
Yeah.
And I was very good at climbing trees, but only particular trees. In fact, I'm still pretty good at climbing trees.
You climb trees?
Yeah, in fact, there's a picture of me on the internet on my birthday. A lot of people are putting pictures of me on the internet.
Okay.
And there's a picture of me climbing up in a tree. And I'm not a young guy either. I'm probably 40 years old.
Okay. There you go.
There was a 40-year-old. One time a guy goes up on a tree when he's 40. Showing off, I was one of those guys. I could climb a tree when I was little. I could climb a tree and get pretty high, and then luckily they never called the fire department, but they did call. I think someone had to get a ladder from the neighborhood to get me down because I couldn't. Because climbing a tree is easy. It's getting down that's the hard part.
Yeah. Unless they have a big cushion or a big round thing and say jump, yes, you jump. No.
In fact, if any of my friends when I was a kid told me to jump from a tree or jump off the roof or something, I knew they were just, we can get this guy to do anything.
No, but when the people literally, now this is true now, people that are on L, when they're about ready to take their life and they're trying to be talked down, and then yet they're on the ledge about ready to get off the ledge. There is a surrounding area, kind of like a jumping board or whatever, something that they can land and be able to land safely. And it might be like swooping down all the way from like a high stored building, but you make sure that thing is pretty damn big around so they can land in that spot.
I see that in the movies, in like a Lethal Weapon.
Well, no, but there's different. I mean, they have done that before.
Well, no, it's done, and it can be done.
Yeah.
But part of the deal is you have to get that big cushion and that big trampoline thing or whatever it's called that stuntmen use. I think stuntmen use that in movies
Right.
too. Before that person actually has the courage to jump down.
Right.
I mean, it's actually, people get on a ledge and they think twice about, they don't just run off like a. It's not something you want to do. It's something you have to think very long and hard.
Well,
about.
yeah, I'm just saying, but I mean, it's
stuff.
not unheard of. It's not. You see it in the
Ridley
movie. You
Scott's
see it in the movies,
brother
but
did that,
it's not unheard of. Is what I'm trying to say.
Jumped off the.
So.
Yeah.
We are here today, like I said, is Kay Lazar's birthday. How bizarre with Kay Lazar. April 17th, 1941?
Yes.
Or 19, well, no, actually
1943.
No, 1943.
Yeah.
So, I mean, damn.
I was almost a baby boomer.
Yeah. Which is kind of like fell
More
in
of an
there.
adult boomer.
Kind of fell in there, didn't you?
Yeah. In fact, I was the last person to see a Glenn Miller concert before his plane crashed.
Okay. Now, were you a stormtrooper in Star Wars?
No, I was stormtrooper on our side.
Oh, you were a stormtrooper in Star Wars. Okay, I thought you were a stormtrooper. I don't know why I thought that. I thought you played a stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Okay.
Speaking of Star Wars, for our nerd friends that watch the show, it took me like about 5 or 6 Star Wars movies to find out that the guys who wear those white suits and those white masks, I thought they were robots, and then he took it off at the beginning of the movie. I said, "Oh, there's a person under there."
RTD.
I just thought
R2D2?
No, it wasn't that. It was the character is a guy in a costume. I mean, I thought they're eventually technology is going to get so great that robots, we won't even need soldiers anymore. The robots will fight our wars for us.
Let me tell you something.
And drones are almost there.
Yeah, there's a lot of these drones, that fly, a lot of illegal these drones to be flying in certain areas, in residential areas.
Well, with the cameras.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And you know that story about what happened with these. Anyway.
What story?
These bitches tried to fly drones around my house.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, and regulations, and the cops said they had no idea. It must be a June bug. No, you idiot! It's a freaking drone.
That's right. Well, no, I mean you could buy drones at the hobby shop.
This was
they're like $150.
Military drone.
A military drone.
It's kind of like
machine guns.
All right. If you know the cover of the Electric Light Orchestra, they have this big, humongous thing like the spaceship around on the cover.
That was before I was born.
ELO. Well, this big, humongous thing that lands. That's kind of it's with the same thing.
Yeah.
What it feels like a damn spaceship, and you think it's like aliens or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what it felt like. I mean, I'm coming home one night and I see this damn red and purple and blue and yellow thing around my house.
Well, couldn't you
what the hell is this?
It's a problem. You know what people do with drones? They usually, if they have a rifle, they try to shoot it.
Well, and we try to.
There's no sympathy for the guy.
We try to use Roman candles to go up in the air.
Well, that's not.
No, Kevin. Because then they would fly around the area of the house, and we took these Roman candles in their certain spot. And we shut them up. We keep that close, and knocking that damn thing down.
Yeah.
So
drones.
I remember. So when you say drones, it kind of sets me off. These drones should be illegal. If they're not, they should be illegal.
Well, I think it was Amazon was going to try drones delivering pizzas and packages and stuff. Drones. I actually was in a movie. A local movie that a friend of mine made, and there was this great scene where the camera was on a drone and it was flying in the field and it looks like, you don't have to rent a crane. You could have a drone, not a homemade drone, but one you buy at the store is a private drone is actually much cheaper than renting a crane or a cherry picker to do your camera shot in a movie. Everyone makes movies now. Check it on YouTube. Do you have anything on YouTube?
No, I don't know. Do I?
You have a regular channel. You have your own network.
Do I?
You're a regular Roger Ailes of YouTube.
Well, we have several channels, and we have stuff that's never seen the light of day that's still on still on VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Still VHS tapes from back in the 90s.
When you
Haven't
releasing
seen the light of day. Well, I gotta go to that place off of Staple Mills Road to have them recreate that stuff and put it on digital format.
The best of GG, they should call it.
Yeah, the best of Gorgeous George. And we know about what's causing all this, the book. Yeah, we know about that. We're what's causing all the book. What's causing all this, the book. The website, gorgeousgeorgeshow.com. That is up. Gorgeousgeorgeshow.com. Kevin, where have you been? Where have you been? And I was going to recite some. What you
should actually. What you should do is have a book tour and go to all the major cities and read the book.
We need to get it.
All your fans.
I want to get it in retail outlets.
Yeah.
And to get it in retail outlets, it's hard to do that if it's self-published.
Yeah.
If I have like a Vanity Press or a publishing company, then we can get it in retail. If it's me self-publishing the book, which is what I've done, you can't get it in retail outlets like Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, or Books A Million's not even in business anymore, but like Barnes & Noble.
You should sell it.
And Keith Van okay, what did Keith Van Allen do with his book? He went to the place on Granite, and he got it over there.
Yeah, that's right. You do that.
Well, did Keith did Keith Van Allen put it in these retail stores? Or
Keith, yeah. That were characters in that book.
Yeah, but did he put it in retail stores?
No, I don't know. I bought it from him. I bought it out of the trunk of his car.
Okay.
So, let me tell you something about books. If you write a book, you mentioned self-published. Anyone could write books now and publish them themselves and keep all the profits.
Right.
I mean, and let me tell you something. Friends of mine who have written books, Bennett Cerf didn't come with $1 million contract and knock on your door from Random House and says, "Hey, we need you to write a book." It doesn't happen that way. In fact, Bennett Cerf is dead. When What's My Line was canceled, so was Bennett Cerf.
What is the current update in our 39th president, Jimmy Carter? Is he's still
ticking.
Okay. No, he's in hospice care right now, right?
He's in hospice care, but he, like 5 years ago, he had inoperable brain cancer,
Yeah.
and then I thought maybe the time had come, and he's still going strong. His wife is almost his age.
He's in hospice care, which is that true? I don't know.
Yes, he's in hospice.
Okay.
Well, actually, when you get to be as old as him,
And Jimmy Carter right now is
an operation is almost superfluous. You might as well just.
He is 98? 98.
He was born in. He was born 924, which means this year he'll be. It was probably 98 now, but he'll probably be 99 this year. Yeah.
He'll be 99 in October. He's still 98.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's something else.
And who else can we think of that has reached that golden age that's still kicking? I'm trying to think right now myself. We just name some names off here.
Norman Lear.
Norman Lear.
Oh my God, Norman Lear.
Yeah.
All in the Family. Sanford and Son. One Day at a Time.
Yeah.
I'm going Good Times.
Yeah.
Was it Alice too? No, not Alice.
Yeah, I think he did that.
But I'm naming 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the party pooper. You know.
Do we have?
I know.
I don't have 10 minutes left in me.
You don't have 10 minutes?
Come on.
All right, so
One
Day at a Time, Sanford and Son, Jeffersons, All in the Family.
Yeah. Maud.
Mary
Mary Hartman.
Hartman.
Yeah. The one day at a time.
One Day at a Time.
He still does One Day at a Time. Now it's like a Latino cast.
Oh, is that right?
Had Rita Moreno.
Okay.
He has a lot of shows that didn't make it too, but the ones that made it are good.
Well, then was he behind the Sally Struthers one too?
Yeah, all those.
The Sally Struthers one with Burgess Meredith.
Yeah.
Behind that one, that flew the coop.
Yeah. Like Burgess Meredith when he was on the Twilight Zone on Batman. No, Burgess Meredith's a great actor. Yeah.
It was just, and it was funny because I happened to be, and these nimwit trolls have been at it. That Canadian, I don't want to say whatever, but that Canadian biatch. I won't use the C word, but I guess
No, you can't.
Usually use the C word, but I guess not. But that I want to, but that Canadian biatch. She puts all that makeup on, so we're kind of trying to think of something to use and say with all that makeup on that you use, and so I thought of Andorra.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Agnes Moorehead on Bewitched.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You have no idea.
No, I know Andorra. I mean, I don't know this Canadian.
That biatch.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name the name, but you know what I'm talking about.
No.
The biatch on that podcast.
I
Yeah.
never paid attention.
Okay,
to
I know.
That nonsense.
You know what I'm talking about. Looks like
Looks like
a cross.
phone?
Looks
Are we
like a
taking
cross
calls?
between. Hold on a second. Looks like a cross between Andorra,
Yeah.
Agnes
Beautiful.
Moorehead, and the Drew Carey character with all that makeup. What's that character's name?
That Missy.
I don't even know who that.
I don't know her name.
If
Misty.
that was a woman or a man, whoever it was.
She's a nice woman. I've seen
Or
her.
Mrs. Doubtfire, looks like
Mrs.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Probably.
A lot of my friends are starting to look like Mrs. Doubtfire. My male friends.
Yeah.
I'm starting to worry that I'm going to start looking like Mrs. Doubtfire soon.
Yeah.
Men get more
Listen, don't
feminine
you
looking
eat
as
your
they get
barley
older.
and oats and oats and
Women get more masculine as they get older.
when you start your
and
morning,
men get more feminine looking.
when you start your morning, Kevin, for
Yeah.
fiber purposes, you eat your barley and oats, right? You don't eat barley and oats?
Now I begin my morning with
You don't have fiber? I mean, I
2 or 3 martinis, and that takes me.
You don't do any like.
No, I don't eat any breakfast.
Don't eat any breakfast at all.
No, don't eat.
That's the start of the day, man.
Yeah, 3 martinis. That's my breakfast.
You don't eat no 3 martinis.
Oh,
The
well,
start
not
of
always.
your
It's
day.
not always 3 martinis. Sometimes 2.
Start of your day, man. You don't eat breakfast.
If I have to go to work that day, then maybe 1. So.
And I got to teach you about that because you say you're this health connoisseur, this health nut,
Yeah.
and you don't realize
That's not funny.
that breakfast is.
I'm here to be funny, not
Right,
to be.
you know what?
not to lecture.
I'm just saying, you don't know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and you don't eat breakfast.
Nah, I eat breakfast.
Okay.
I eat breakfast.
How do you start off your breakfast?
Fruit.
You don't eat.
I eat.
You don't eat
raw-
cereal.
Raw? No, hell no.
You don't eat like you.
Not since I was 8.
You don't eat cereal or Rice Krispies.
No, I don't eat any of that garbage. I don't eat any of that nonsense.
and
Fruit Loops.
Lucky Charms.
Don't eat that. Oh, don't talk to me about Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. the marshmallow part is good, but I don't like that garbagey brown stuff that comes in Lucky Charms.
No, that's Chocolaca, or that's a chocolate
Yeah.
Cocoa Puffs.
The only
Chocolate
cereal
Cocoa
I used to like was. I really started to like granola when I was muesli when I was a teenager. But let me tell you something. What I didn't like about it was they didn't give a prize in it, like they did.
Like Cracker Jack?
like they did with Sugar Frosted Flakes and
Frosted Flakes, yeah,
Corn Pops
Frosted Flakes,
and Sugar Smacks.
Corn Flakes, and oh my God, man! Well, yeah, because some of that shit can be good. They had the no, you had
You had to write the first one.
the corn, excuse me, the corn puffs,
Corn Puffs.
and then
It was basically just
I don't
sugar.
know, but well, yeah, but it's.
Sugar and milk.
In the prize, actually, I remember one time when I opened the box, the prize was a pack of Trojans.
I think if you found that in your cereal box, I would have called the FDA or somebody. The safety commission.
It was pre-wrapped.
So
It's a box of Trojans. I said, well, damn, I get this in my Cocoa Puffs. And it's
Actually, you want
prize here.
the best thing I used to
And it
get.
also was the one that lights up too.
I tell you the 2
Yeah.
best things I got in cereal boxes.
Yeah.
Other than the garbagey cereal, was they for a short time they had baseball cards that were in 3D, and I still have those cards in my baseball card collection. And the other thing was it wasn't really in the box, but they had like a Monkeys, an Archie's cardboard record on the back of the box, and you used to cut it along the and believe it or not, it played.
Okay.
And it's like Archie songs like I think I had
Archie's or
Jingle
Archie?
Jangle,
Oh,
Bang
okay.
Shangalang, and then I had the
It wasn't
and then I had the Monkeys.
It wasn't Archie Bunker or Meathead.
Was
Okay.
I'm a believer. Yeah.
It wasn't the Meathead, Archie Bunker. No.
What do you mean?
It's an Archie.
No, the Archie.
Archie's.
You don't remember Archie?
Yeah. Jughead.
Yeah.
Archie. I'm thinking of Carol.
The Meathead, yeah.
Carol Con.
Norman Lear. But let me tell you something.
Okay.
Like we were talking about Archie's once that every time we would throw parties that we always tried to invite Betty and Veronica, but they always wound up bringing Archie and Jughead with them. So what are they doing?
But Reggie never got respect. Reggie was never the one to get respect. It was all Archie, and then Jughead was.
Oh, let me tell you, I got a story about Reggie.
Reggie never got
I
respect.
thought Reggie was really cool with his clothes, and he
Yeah.
was smart aleck, and he had nice hair and
Yeah.
everything. And I said to one of my sisters, I said, you know, I don't know why you said, why the hatred about Reggie? Because Reggie is really cool. I like his hair, I like his clothes, I like his attitude and everything. And then she just dropped what she says, Kevin, you are the adult Reggie. You've grown up to be the adult Reggie. Yeah. I said, and then I realized you are what you pretend to be. That's true. If you want to think of yourself as a cool guy, eventually you'll be there.
I was just informed by the store came down and say, Gigi, your first show was great. A lot of great adult material. Good show. Thumbs up by the producer of the, good stuff. But you only got 2 minutes left. So, ladies, I leave you with this anecdote to wrap up the show off. Imagine me like an ice cream cone coming down on a hot summer day, baby. You're sipping that ice cream cone, and it's me coming down into your screen like on a hot summer day, and you said, "Ooh, you cool and soothe me." I said, "Yes, honey, that's what I do." "Ooh, let me see some more." I said, "You can see all you want, but we have to do it in a certain place at a certain time, and you'll have all the ice cream that you want, baby." Woo!
Is tonight a
Because you scream and I scream. We all scream for my ice cream. One Mona Lisa, one Leaning Tower, Pisa.
Thanks for having me.
And baby, there's only one Gorgeous George. Wish this man a happy B-Day. Happy B-Day. He just turned 80. He's got his walking cane, and he's ready. He's still got it going for you ladies out there if you want a piece of the Prudential.
Yes.
I am what is causing all of this. Woo! Woo! And we're still on.
Is tonight a rerun?
Politics
or is it a new show?
Dancing. The politics of ooh, la, la, la. The politics of dancing. Oh, you know what?